this happens every 10 years, of course, after the census, and Amendments 5 and 6 passed, which were attempts to reduce gerrymandering for both the congressional seats and state House and Senate seats. But everybody's in Tallahassee is saying, well, there'll still be gerrymandering and all of that. Do you think that the legislature can wind up drawing the boundaries for all of these different seats in Congress and the state and House and Senate seats without it winding up eventually in court?
Well, first, it has to go through the courts, as you know.
Right.
But I think we can, and here's why. One is, I know that the term gerrymandering, I teach at the college level, I'm very familiar with the term, but let's just put one fact out that a lot of viewers might not know. In the Florida Senate currently, there are 28 Republicans, 12 Democrats. What might shock a lot of people is that Barack Obama won 20 out of the 40 Senate seats when he ran for President of the United States in 2008. So to say it's gerrymandering, you need to look a little closer to the lines. But that said, one of the things we've kept as a tradition here in the Senate, remember with property tax reforms, we went across the state and listened to Floridians before we made that policy. Medicaid reforms, much the same way. Same thing with reapportionment. We went out and held 26 meetings across the state, asked for a lot of input from people, how we should draw the lines. There's already, I believe, over 60 maps that have been submitted by citizens across the state. That will improve the process so people have a true voice in the process. But I think it'll be incredibly difficult because, in my opinion, Amendments 5 and 6 have some contradictory elements to it, but with the leadership of Don Gates, our incoming president, the leadership of Will Weatherford, the incoming speaker, I am absolutely confident there will be maps out before the end of the year that all Floridians can look at and see that they're drawn fairly, and more importantly, that all Floridians had a voice.
What do you say to those critics who say, well, the hearings on redistricting around the state were really kind of a show, there was no real input, there was no real statements by the people who were on the committees, no real to and fro. What do you think about that?
Well, it's politics. That's what I think it is. And it's
Really?
expected. And 10 years ago, what did they say? Why you draw the maps before you gave us input? I mean, it's part of the process, and I get that. Again, let's be consistent here. What did we do with Medicaid and property taxes? We went out and listened to people, then drew up their legislation. That shows the ultimate respect for the voter, and I think we'll do much the same this year. Once we draw those maps, we'll go out and get more input again from the voter.